Well, Brock, the fans were out and shouting J-E-T-S Jets well before the gates opened here. And now they fill the stands of MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, the John Madden Thanksgiving celebration continues, and we've got a great one for you. Between the Atlanta Falcons and the New York Jets. Lucky week 13 it is. Everyone hoping for a little good fortune this time around as we enter the home stretch of the regular season. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Jets take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is first and 10. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Let's see, Kate. Establish a run, cash in on the opening drive, and play from in front. That's the dream scenario to any contest. And runs like that, it gets the ball rolling.
First and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Blue 58, blue 58, right? Right.
Here's Mitchell again. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of this. Devin Lloyd on the tackle.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's second and 8.
Go.
Out of the shotgun, Fields. It's caught. That's Calvin Austin. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Jets first down.
First and 10. Here's Fields. Couldn't connect across the middle. It's an incomplete pass.
Intended for
just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
After the incompletion, they come up on second and 10. Running out of the gun with Mitchell. And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Oh, that vision he has when he gets into space like a chess master. Seeing multiple moves ahead of time. He knows who's going to attack and at what angles, and he maneuvers his way through before someone could finally get to him.
Throwing on first down, Fields. Oh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
Here we go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. And dose of the hurry up here.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it third and 4.
Hey, Ken.
Fields now on third. Complete beyond the marker. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. They get an even 10 on that play. And it's good for a New York first down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
Opening script working gangbusters so far. First and 10 now at the 29. Now a give right side to Mitchell. And they're going to be humbled here on first down. Going to wind up losing yards on this play. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Go.
Fields out of the gun. Short pass brought in. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Jets finish up an excellent opening series. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? You feel that tempo in the booth?
Yeah, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes. Not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so until that defense proves they can stop it.
It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. Here's Smith on the return. He's going to reach that 34-yard line before he stops.
First down 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes 1st and 10. Opening play, and Dak's going to throw. Throw secured by George Pickett. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. Give him 13 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field. Well, that's when you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
No luck on first down. Here's 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Dak. That's Pickens with a catch outright. And he's brought down right in the neighborhood of that 40-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. That was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
First down, here's Dak. Into the hands of Pickett. He's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons finish off their opening drive. George Pickens, the touchdown. Well, whether he stays the go-to guy the entire game, we will all judge together. But no doubt about it, on that opening drive, Brock, he was the star. Bunch of catches and a touchdown to begin this one.
Yeah, I think this is twofold. Number one, you love to get this guy started early. He's a playmaker. He's a difference maker. Number two, this defense, well, they better be on high alert because this offense feels like they have a matchup they can attack, and that time attack a third time for 6.
And this one bounces into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback out to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
First look, a little pistol formation as they come to the line. 1st and 10. A pistol snap. Fields bails out of the pocket quick. They left him wide open. It's complete. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. That's going to pick up the first down after a gain of 26. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
Gets it forward for a gain of 3. That was Harold Landry making the tackle.
Hey, we know running the ball in the NFL is hard, and that play pretty indicative of it. Here's the key, though. At the end of the game, those type of plays got to be in the minority, and the majority have got to do some damage.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go.
Field throwing here. Austin's there to haul it in. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the first down.
Move the chains. Gotta move them chains. Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
From the 40-yard line now, this is 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Fields. Couldn't get the screen set up properly. Broadcast incomplete, and they're going to hope for better results now on 2nd down.
As a quarterback, you love when that screen pass is called. At least I used to. And you want to attract that defense and all those guys coming after you. But you also got to find a throwing lane, and he couldn't do it on that one.
From the 40, here comes 2nd and 10.
Here we go. 11. 220.
Fields looking to throw. Escapes the pocket. To the right, pulled in by Palmer. And he's brought down at about that 27-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
That's another Jets. First down.
Here's a design run. Fields has it. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
And that's a pretty modest pickup for a QB keeper. On a traditional handoff, you'll take that yardage, but those QB keepers, so many times, they're really designed, Kate, for chunk plays in my double digits, and they nearly got it there.
You got a mini base. Here we go. Delta. 331.
Mitchell up the middle. Nothing doing on 2nd. They get to him behind the line. Now it's going to be 3rd and longer.
Behind the line of scrimmage. A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd and 7.
That's the end of one. Both teams with a little luck finding the end zone early. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the 2nd. More from MetLife coming right up. This 8-play drive might be on its last legs here, partners. They try to figure out this 3rd and 7.
Here we go.
To the air on 3rd and long. This ball's caught by Palmer. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
We get to Mason running right. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. 2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically, and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Completed over the middle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4.
Angel.
Fields to throw it. And he's caught. He's got ground. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for 1st and goal.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
At the 1-yard line.
Four downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal.
Delta. Here we go.
Mason does not score. They not only stop him, they backed him up a couple of yards.
He was taken down.
The line between safeties and linebackers gets real blurred on plays like that, Brock. He handled that one just like a Mike would have.
Yeah, if injuries were to ever crop up, Kate, I bet he could handle the linebacker spot for them as well. Just tremendous diagnosis in that run support.
Here we go. 5:51, 12 go. Go.
Looking to throw Fields. Caught by his fullback behind the line. He's hit and driven backwards. This is going to force him into 3rd and goal.
Well, even a drop would have been better than that, frankly. Couldn't find a way back to the line of scrimmage, and it's a rare pass that actually loses yardage.
Now from back at the 7. Here's 3rd and goal.
Here we go. Trips.
Now Fields. Flushed out of the pocket. And it's incomplete on 3rd and goal.
I can pretty much guarantee you, Kate, the minute that quarterback left the pocket, that D coordinator started to hold his breath. It is so hard when you play a dual-threat QB out on the run in space, especially down here in the red zone, but the defense rises to the occasion.
So on 4th down, here comes Nick Folk to attempt this for the Jets. A pretty automatic look for him from the left. The kick by Folk is good. And that's going to break our tie and give him a 3-point advantage.
Well, I know once that drive stalls out, that's where it really pays to have that reliable kicker on the sideline ready to bail you out. And he knocks that one right through to give him the lead.
It's all lined up. Folk ready to send this one flying. Return coming from the 6. And this drive will start inside the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Atlanta about ready to go now. 1st and 10.
Yeah! Here we go. 46. 26.
Here's Brees Hall on the ground for the first time. Room to work at the 35. Down the sideline to the 45. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons take the lead on the first play of the drive. Brees Hall with the touchdown.
Kate, you saw me chuckling. You know I love celebrating that run.
Up the middle, and somebody blocked it. The Jets have off to the races. Middle of the field. 40. Into the red zone. And against all odds, they get the block and return it all the way for 2.
Well, I know you, Kate, and you know me. And I think we would both sign up for this kind of track meet. One side of it scampers all the way down the field with a big play. The other side, they don't hang their head for a second. Instead, they block it, and they scamper it all the way back the other way for 2 on the board.
After seeing his point after blocks, he's got to stay out there and kick it off. Starting from the 5. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 19-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Here we go. Check. 331. Right.
Gets it out wide quick, and he might throw this. And that's not going to connect. Broke out a surprise there on 1st down, but unable to connect off of it. 2nd down coming up. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Out of the shotgun, Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
Making it harder than it needs to be right there. Just get the catch first. Guarantee some yards. And then worry about escaping the defenders and getting upfield.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
That one really stings, Kate, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, but because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
Fields this at the 19. They found some space to do a little damage there before they bottle him up. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
47. Yeah! Here we go.
Back to throw. Here's Dak. Rolling left, buying some time. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on the play.
Kid, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But the Nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
5 still to go here. This is second down. From the gun is Prescott. That's caught. It's Breece Hall. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4. Third down, give to Hall. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. That's a pickup of 9. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Stick around. There's more from MetLife Stadium on the other side. Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, no look on his first look of the game, and it sets up second down. This is a guy who's used to embracing contact, Brock. Usually makes catches in spite of it, but I guess it's tough for anybody to make a play every time.
Yeah, I think these tight ends today, Kate, spend as much time in the old ice bath as just about anybody. And when you don't make that catch and you take the contact, well, that stings like the first seconds in the ice.
3rd and long. Prescott has his man. It stops. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
That's just awesome, Kate. A little bit of multitasking on that catch. Primary focus, as I always say, is you got to catch it first. But out of the corner of his eye, he knew exactly where to go, and he gets a bunch of yak on top of it.
Big play got him to the doorstep, Brock. 4 more yards now in goal to go.
Here we go, 46.
Hall is in for the Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons grow their lead just before halftime. Breece Hall with the touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with 1 end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get 1, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Point after good from Smith. And the Falcons grow their lead to 8.
Jets 12.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And this is going to bounce out of the end zone, so they will set up shop at the 35.
At their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Fields to throw. Jump off caught by his back. He's forced down bounds after picking up about 7.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up second and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
Fields out of the gun. That's another quick hitter. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
Kate, when Bill Walsh was implementing the drag route with the 49ers in the 80s, it sounded the same way as it did with Mike Holmgren and me with the Seahawks in the 2000s versus man on a drag route, run away. You see zone coverage, settle down, give the quarterback his numbers, and you can find a completion just like that.
And they'll throw this instead, trying to catch him off guard. They aren't fooled by that fake spike. They kept charging and got there to take him down. The Jets take their first time out. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Need to shake off that sack and quick. Here comes 2nd and 13.
Here we go. 551, 12 goes. Hey, can. Easy. Go.
Shotgun snap to Fields. A throw left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. Fields on third. He rolls to his right. He's going for it himself. And they're on him to send him out right before he gets to that 30-yard line. He gets a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
That's good for a Jets. First down. First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Now it's Fields. Short pass brought in. And he takes this one nearly to the red zone before going out.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
Here we go.
Looking for a pass on second and short. On the move, headed right. He tucks it and takes off. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
That's one of those occasions when you're sitting in the pocket and you're just looking for that escape valve. And then when you get it, you get space to run, and you get a first down. That's a big bonus for the quarterback.
The kick by Falk is good. And that gets him back within 5.
I don't think there's any question. This is going to be a close game when it's all said and done because it's awfully tight here at the half. And that field goal, well, it gives them a little more confidence running into the locker room.
So we'll see if it's a kick return that ends on half or if we get a play from scrimmage as this one's away. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment. It's all lined up. Falk ready to send this one flying. Here's a return from the 7. He dodged the tackle. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Falcons getting ready. Here comes first and 10. They start the half with a give to Hall. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be second and 5.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. As for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
After a good pickup, they've got second and 4.
Yeah! Here we go!
Here's Hall once more. He's able to drive that pile about a yard. Milton Williams making the stop.
34-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up third and 2.
Prescott to throw here, third and 2. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. He gets 6 on that play. And that's a Falcon first down.
You know, Kate, they say a dog is a man's best friend. A tight end that moves the chains on third down, that's a QB's best friend.
From the 40-yard line now, this is first and 10. Handoff running left. Here's Hall. He gets through for a 7-yard gain. The tackle made at the 47.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short.
Yeah, here we go! I take... Kill!
Dak now from the gun. Completed to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
Making that throw into double coverage to a running back, I don't want to live off of that, and I certainly am not going to count on it. But give some credit to the effort it took to make that catch. A whole bunch of bodies around him.
Here's first and 10 from the 47.
Kill! Yeah!
First down, here's Dak. Catch made left side by Judy. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, second down.
The goal of that little drag route is to get him for at least a minimal gain with space to add after that. That picked up a good chunk, and it was nearly a big play.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. A give left side for Hall. And they make the stop, we're going to say about the 37-yard line. Offense in a hurry up here.
That's another Falcons first down. Gain of a yard.
First and 10, Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that sack quickly changes the tone of this series, Brock. It's 2nd down.
A loss of 8 yards. It's 2nd down.
Offense to the line fast.
Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Why? Kill! 47! Then we're going to 53.
Dak off the play fake. Connects with his back. Hall. And he's taken down at the 30.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
Kill!
Prescott now to throw on 3rd down. Hits his running back. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Here we go, 46. We're going to 54. Why?
Shotgun snap, a give to Hall. And the power play up the gut hole results in 2 yards.
The tackle made at the 24-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Prescott here from the gun. It connects down the sideline. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Here we go. Right there. Here we go, 47. 26.
It's a sweep. He pops the pass forward. And that right there is the start of what could be a goal line stand. They hit him for a loss on 1st and goal.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and goal.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Prescott, a quick throw, complete. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal. This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's the Falcons with the ball. They're leading, but not by a ton. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. The Jets take their first time out. May still have 2 to work with in this final quarter. Big play coming up here as everyone gets set for 3rd and goal. Dak throwing again. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. That's
such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a fourth down.
Cracking for it, and it's good! And they're going to grow their lead late, but still a one-score ball game.
Kate, it's 3 more on the scoreboard, but both sides really know it's all about one possession here in the fourth quarter when it really matters.
Smith has it on the tee, and is ready to send it flying. Return starts from the goal line. This makes it up to the 25.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets getting ready for this 1st and 10.
Hey, Ken. Here we go. Tonight.
Running right, here's Mason. He's caught just as he crossed the line of scrimmage. Might have picked up a yard. It's going to be 2nd down.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Here we go. Tonight.
Out of the shotgun, Fields finds his target, Mason. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Offense up to the line fast. Fields now on 3rd. He's got his man. This is Austin. He's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in. Working quickly here. Throwing on 1st down. Fields hits him on the out route. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Football's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down. Fields throwing once more. This finds Smith. And he's going to be brought down after reaching the 43. Offense in the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 4. At the 40.
Throwing again. It's Fields. And this one's not going to connect. Knocked away, and that failure to connect, Brock, means it's 3rd down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
3rd down and 4 now. This is the 7th play in this drive. Another throw for Fields. Has him on the quick hitter. Just gets the 1st and more. And no touchdown here. Just needed a few more, but this one goes out at the 3. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
They need the end zone here. They've got 4 chances at it. This is 1st and goal. Mitchell takes it straight ahead. Well, so much for finishing things on the ground, huh? He is stopped at the line. They're going to have to regroup now on 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the Falcons 3-yard line.
Hey, never mind. Monday. Tonight.
Fields out of the gun. Buying some time right. And the ground game works for the touchdown. The Jets down by only 2 in the 4th. It's a Justin Fields touchdown.
Kate, we know you can do it in different ways in today's NFL at quarterback. Some with the brains and the processing, that anticipation and accuracy. Some could do it with their improv skills to create a play when everything breaks down. And he just put on a show.
Fields with a chance to run here. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Unable to tie the game, so now they're going to turn to an onside kick, try to get a shot at taking the lead. And the Falcons cover off the kick. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Hey, the numbers don't lie. The numbers tell you, Kate, time and again, it is so hard to recover these onside kicks. And when you got an opponent prepared for it, well, that makes it even more difficult.
Here's Prescott, 1st and 10. Short pass brought in. He's got it in the red zone. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons push this to an 8-point game. George Pickens the touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. Point after upcoming, this for a 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win. Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Falcons push the lead to 2 scores now.
Jets 21.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. And he'll take a knee in the end zone for a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Nice field position for the Jets as they come up 1st and 10.
Here we go, it's hot. Green 19, Jets, it's hot. It's hot.
Shotgun snap to Fields. Forced out to his right. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Well-timed strike by that defender to knock it free. So that brings up 2nd down.
Well, that was almost one of those nice chunk plays you like to see in the NFL, Kate, before he was able to recover and provide the hit and ultimately dislodge the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays.
He's
oh my God.
Inside the 25. Touchdown, New York! The Jets have cut it to a 3-point game here in the 4th. And that right there, Brock, is a touchdown I think our fellow broadcaster Greg Olsen would be proud of. A big strike to the tight end that I don't think a lot of receivers could have pulled off and make it look as easy.
You know, a lot of times you're splitting hairs talking about the differences between tight ends and receivers at this level because a lot of those guys, they work the same route tree and they move with the football, well, just like their receiver teammates. And they can score some lengthy touchdowns too, just like he showed off.
And the kick is good. And we're going to have some extra yardage added to the kickoff on the roughing call. So they got him for roughing the kicker. They're going to put that penalty yardage on the spot of the ensuing kickoff. And the Falcons cover off the kick. And that's a key stop defensively, Brock. And they need more of those as they trail by a score. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. Connection made to Judy. And he's going to have this one down to the 28. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play as well as a new set of downs.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
So the big play has him well into enemy territory and field goal range. They're inside the 30. On 1st down, here comes Hall. And he's going to be hauled down after a gain of about 7. It's 2nd down.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Falcons up by just a couple of points. Second and 3 now.
Yeah! Here we go! Go to 53.
They go right back to home. And he's in. It's an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons go up by 8 at the end. Breece Hall with the touchdown. His third of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What we could call this, other than simply splendid?
Point after upcoming, this would 2-score lead to potentially clinch the win.
Makes the score Falcons 37, Jets 28.
Smith has it on the tee and is ready to send it flying. Return starts from the goal line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
At their own 18-yard line.
New York to the line. First and 10. Blitz coming here. Fields. Trying to push deep downfield. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. And the Falcons take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. I don't know what to be impressed by most, Brock. How effortless he made it look to throw it that deep, or how effortless the cover man made it look to get that far down there and haul in the interception.
How about we just marvel at both of them? You call a deep pass like that again on the next play, it could go to the end zone. But this time, it is a takeaway.
They're going to pass it here. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up second down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, second and 10, still from the 30. Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Into the hands of Pickett. And they're going to get to him right along that midfield stripe, Brock, as he's sent out. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, first and 10. Here's Hall on the give. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up second and 8. From the gun is Prescott. He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Picked off by Quinyon Mitchell.
Kate, I think you can almost sense a little bit of a hesitant spark out there. Nobody is going to get too excited. You're still down 2 scores, but there's a little flash of hope, a little flash of optimism. Their defense just gave the offense by taking the ball away.
Up to the left side, caught by Brown. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 26. And that's good for a Jets first down.
Just excellent effort on that catch. And a lightning quick transition from bringing that football in to getting vertical. He was not content for a second to end that play where he caught it. Any catch he makes, his intent is to put some serious yards on top of it.
Buys time, rolling right. He can run it. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. Second down.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives the defense and the defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right. They win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
Fields to throw it. Completed over the middle. And they bring him down. Looks like he got it to the 27. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set. On 1st and 10, it's Fields. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down.
You know, the goal on a lot of these short throws is to simply let the receiver create some yards after the catch, that yak. Well, I think he was thinking about the yak before he actually secured the catch.
Chased out to his right. This finds Austin, complete. And he gets this down to the 13-yard line. Jets moving quickly, trying to get the offense set.
14 yards. That's another Jets first down.
Looks like a design keeper here for Fields. He finds him 6 yards on that 1st down run. Offense is hurrying, time running down.
A 6-yard pickup.
Fields throwing here. And that's incomplete, and it also stops the clock with just 5 seconds left. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. And now they need to get 4 on 3rd down. Here he is to throw. And he is in for the touchdown. Still unlikely, Brock, but it's not entirely over just yet with this score. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
So even though it's not officially over, this is probably just to get the final score a couple points closer.
The Jets will
Here he goes, one final shot. Headed out right. And he's going to run in for 2. Oh, they gambled the entire game on that call. And now they're in line for the win. Well, you could feel the greater sense of urgency from him there, Brock. Trailing on the scoreboard, and he took the initiative to convert that 2-point try.
Yeah, you always need your quarterback to be able to manufacture points, but especially when you're down. He's got the license to improvise anytime. And what a confidence builder to everyone around him when your QB can make something out of nothing.
And the Falcons are all over the kick. That should just about wrap things up here.
No question they wanted the ball back late, but you don't see many of these recovered by the kicking team in the NFL. You see even fewer recovered when they're actually expecting it, like they certainly were right there.
Wow, they must really trust in this guy's range. He's out for what would be a very long field goal. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. So the Falcons will fly home with a win on the road. Well, Brock, we both thought coming into this one that it was going to be a tough hill to climb going up against one of the better defenses in the NFL. But these guys looked and said, Hill? What hill?
And you know what? I think that happened over the course of this week. Sometimes when you know what you're facing, Kate, and you're watching tape and it's a really good defense, you know you got to be on your game. And this offense certainly was today.
So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. A well-earned win for the Falcons as we say so long from New York.
Okay.